News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Matt Pieper. Stocks rebounded from earlier losses in the day on a survey showing cooler than expected inflation expectations and easing rate hike concerns. Everything was in the red, though, but not by much. The Dow lost 0.1% or 45 points. The S&P lost a fraction or 4 points. The Nasdaq lost 0.2 or 61 points. SpaceX's blockbuster bond sale is weakening quickly in the secondary market, with traders saying they cannot recall another recent deal that widened this sharply. Paper losses on SpaceX's $25 billion offering have mounted since the debt began trading. SpaceX closed 0.1 higher at $153 a share. The selling pressure suggests fast money accounts piled into the deal, looking to flip it for a quick profit. Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis President Neel Kashkari says that signs of widespread inflation led him to pencil in one interest rate increase for this year. Kashkari, who is a voting member of the FOMC, said that the wave of AI investment could keep interest rates higher than they were before the AI boom.
The thing we wrestle with is we could move interest rates up as high as we need to get inflation down quickly. That will cause a lot of harm to the economy. That will cause a lot of harm to the labor market and to employment. And so how do we get inflation back down in a reasonable period of time without doing a lot of damage to the labor market? And that's the challenge that we're wrestling with.
Neel Kashkari speaking on a panel moderated by Bloomberg's Lisa Abramowitz at the 2026 Aspen Ideas Festival. Paul Mead, a vice president at Apple, is leaving the company to join OpenAI's hardware unit, where he will work on AI-powered devices. Mead's departure is a blow to Apple, as he has led hardware engineering for the Vision Pro headset and has been responsible for the development of display-free Apple smart glasses. Israel and Lebanon have signed a framework agreement after 4 days of negotiations in Washington mediated by the Trump administration. Secretary of State Rubio says it is the first step toward peace following the ongoing conflict between Israel and the militant group Hezbollah.
We're happy to announce a framework agreement between the sovereign government of Lebanon and of course the government of Israel, with a mediation and support of the United States of America that begins to put in place a framework for lasting peace and security.
President Trump has threatened to impose 100% tariffs on goods imported from countries that impose digital services taxes. Trump said the threatened tariff would be imposed immediately and would supersede any existing trade deals made with affected countries. The EU responded that any taxes are non-discriminatory by design and apply equally to all large companies, regardless of origin. A mistrial has been declared in the arson case of 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht, accused of setting the deadly 2025 Palisades fire. 10 of the jurors were set on a not guilty verdict, while 2 others were determined to convict him on charges of arson, malicious destruction by means of a fire, and timber set aflame. Juror number 4 with this after.
I was not guilty, and I felt like I was going to be singled out and having to stand my ground to state my story, so I was kind of like a little relieved that I was on the more majority side.
Prosecutors have asked to try again, and the judge ordered Rinderknecht to remain in custody pending a new trial in October. U.S. airlines are selling fewer seats over the July 4th holiday, signaling a more selective approach as they focus on profitability. Scheduled seats between tomorrow and July 4th are down slightly from a year ago, with domestic capacity falling 2% and international seats declining 2.1%. The data reinforces a broader shift in the industry, with airlines emphasizing premium demand and trimming flying to protect fares, and growth becoming more cautious with a focus on improving yield. Lucas Walton and his wife Samantha are acquiring a minority stake in the NBA's Chicago Bulls. Lucas is an heir to the Walmart fortune and is worth about $49 billion, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. The deal includes part of the United Center, where the Bulls play home games, and the Waltons will buy stakes from existing limited partners. The Reinsdorf family will maintain its controlling interest in the franchise, according to a statement provided by the Bulls. That's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Matt Pieper, and this is Bloomberg.